Hey everybody, Forever Retro 82 here. I hope you all are staying safe and staying well in this pandemic we got going on as always. I'm tired of it. I don't know about you all, but I'm fucking tired of it. Anyway, so, there's a game, it's a port of an arcade game. It's Virtual Fighter 2 for the Sega Genesis. Everyone shits on the game, and I can't understand why. It plays like Virtual Fighter. It looks like Virtual Fighter. There's not a bunch of modes there, but from what there is, it's still very playable, and you can still have fun with it. So why don't you take a look with me, and let's talk about it, huh? Okay, as I mentioned, this is Virtual Fighter 2 on the Sega Genesis. Now, there's arcade mode, versus mode, options. You can go in your options. I like to put my matches on 60 seconds. It's kind of like a bug in your kind of shit. You want to get rid of it, so I set it there just to go for it. But, there's no score attack mode or training mode, which, I can understand for the most part, but I can also understand, they had to cut some things in order to make this playable in the Genesis, or to at least have a full-fledged, or as close to full-fledged arcade experience on the Genesis of Virtual Fighter 2. Now, as most of the roster here, the guys that are missing are Shun and Lion, which kind of is a shame, but, you got to cut corners to make something like this possible. So, that's an unfortunate state of events, but, we get to the gameplay and we get to the music. I Am the Fist, Lau's music, one of the greatest tunes, and it sounds absolutely brilliant on the Genesis. Most of the moves are accounted for, too, which a lot of people bitched about because they're like, oh, there's not enough moves. There's enough here to get the job done. I don't see what is so horrible about this port. I've played worse in my day of ports. And to me, this is not a bad port. It plays great. It controls fluidly. Animation's a little choppy, but what I really don't understand at all, how the hell can this get a pass for all its shortcomings? It doesn't look all that much better than... It doesn't look actually 1/10 as good as the arcade version. It's still 2 dimensions. It doesn't have the 3D pre-rendered backgrounds. Matter of fact, they look like shit. The color fidelity and everything in between. It's ridiculous. How in the hell does this get a pass and Virtual Fighter doesn't? Yeah, I can understand that this game has some things missing from it. But Killer Instinct gets a pass, but this doesn't. Why? They both play well enough, but one gets a pass and this one does not. Everyone just shits on this game that I've known and talked to. It's like, to me, it just seems unfair. I don't know if it's my expectations being too low, or I just see something that other people don't. There could be a lot of reasons behind it, but it plays just like Virtual Fighter. There is nothing to dislike here. Yeah, the movements are a little choppy, like I mentioned, but that's all. It still plays fine. It just has a little bit of a shortcoming. But what do you expect? It's a 2D fighter that's supposed to be a 3D fighter. But you're getting the same experience for the most part, you just don't have the 3D visuals. I've seen no one say anything good about this game, and I don't understand why. It's a real damn shame. I rented this game back in the day, and I loved the hell out of it. I rented it on a 2-day rental, and it was wonderful to me. I had fun. Me and my brother were actually having fun. We were having fun versing each other and whooping each other's asses and everything in between. It was fun. It really played like Virtual Fighter to me. I'm not as good with a Kiryuki like I was back in the day, but the fact that I can still pull off some of his moves in this version is actually fantastic. I don't feel like I'm missing too much here, except for the 2 characters. There's Shun and Lion. I was a fan of Lion. I wasn't too much of a fan of the drunken fist style that Shun has, but I can understand a lot of people were. So, I can understand why. But it's, it's a 2-dimensional game, and it's on the Genesis, so it's going to have some cutbacks. I still think it plays just fine, and I think it's actually a pretty damn sweet port for what it's trying to do. It's got wind poses. It's got a lot of sound clips. It's not like it's ripped of content. Well, you know what I mean by ripped of content. I mean, it has the gameplay intact, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, yeah, there's no score attack mode, there's no, training mode or anything like that, which is a shame. It should have been included. But I'm not going to knock it down a shit ton of points just because it's missing a couple modes. To me, that's just being petty. I mean, I'm getting the Virtua Fighter experience here in 2 dimensions. It plays just fine. The controls work as expected. It's got good tunes and FM synth. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't understand why everyone shits on this game, and I really wish I could see their side of things. All I'm seeing is mine, and that is, I actually have a great time with this title. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's really fun, and I get the experience. Of course, Jeffrey here is a cheap bitch in this version. Well, he's cheap in the Saturn version too. But you even have the jumping attack, the whole floaty attack. I don't know if they put that in there to make you like if you can get away from the your opponent faster. I don't know what the point of that floaty jump is. It's kind of dumb, but I can't fault this game for that because that was also in the original game too. But yeah, win poses, moves, the experience, it's all here. So tell me again why this port is bad, please. I mean, I understand it's not 3D. I understand it doesn't have CD quality sound. But listen to these FM jams right here of Jeffrey's theme. How can you hate that? I just don't get it. I really don't. Well, everyone can continue shitting on this game, and I'm going to continue to play it. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, so I just need to know. I know I keep repeating myself, but I need to know what is so bad about that port. There's some stuff missing, yes, but as I stated before, when you port a arcade game onto a system, it usually needs to have some cuts in order for it to fit. Now, I heard Takara made the Genesis port. I'm not sure on that, but I wouldn't be surprised because it does look like because Takara in a lot of their games use the same color palette and that same smooth effect. It's hard to explain. You gotta play a few of their titles to understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, explain to me, in the comments, what is so bad about the game? Why does everyone shit on it? I mean, I understand it's not the whole 3D experience, but it plays like it. It sounds like it in terms of the music. It has, victory cheers. It has win poses and whatnot. I don't see what the problem is. Maybe my expectations for a game are really low. I don't have super high expectations. I never have. As long as the game is fun, that's the most important thing. It can look like dog shit. It can sound like dog shit. Or dog shit coming out of a dog's ass after he's eaten some stuff he wasn't supposed to be into that will make his stomach upset. You have the whole sound effects. It doesn't sound like that. It doesn't play like that. It controls just fine. The controls are very, they're spot on. They're very responsive. So, I would appreciate if anyone can tell me in the comments what is the problem with this game. Maybe we can get a discussion going. But this is probably one of my shortest videos. I just wanted to get something out there for you guys to see and maybe start a discussion, have something friendly going on. But if not, your opinion is definitely yours, and that is what it is. But I don't see I just don't see it. What's horrible. Sorry. Well, anyways, I am Forever Rich 82. I will see you all in the next one, and take good care of yourselves. Thank you for watching my video. If you'd like to see your name with these fine folks that have donated to my channel, feel free to check out my Patreon and throw me a couple dollars, and I'll throw your name up with these fine people. Or not. It's entirely up to you. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for dropping by.